Smash those likes. Here we go. I'm Blockchain Crusader, crusading through these blockchains every single day, and we're back for another live stream today. So smash up those likes, hit that subscribe. Ethereum is breaking out, boys. Ethereum is breaking out above $4,000. Finally happening. Woo! Let's get it, baby. Finally, Aerodrome up 24.8% today. Let's go, Aerodrome, baby. Another little horn right there. Let's go, Aerodrome, up over $1.10, up 43% this week, 24% just today. Ethereum, like I said, above $4,000. Where's Ethereum at? Ethereum, where we at, boy? Come on, let's see. We are at 4,031 right now as the time is ticking down to the end of Friday's trading day here. Very, very exciting things, guys. As all of you guys are jumping in here, I ask you to smash those likes, hit that subscribe, fill up those like meters. What's going on, Diamond? Crypto Citadel member in the house. Good to see all of you guys. Let's jump into the chat here real quick. Somebody says, I have 15K to buy crypto. What are the top ones to buy? Unfortunately, right now is probably not the time you want to be buying. You would have wanted to be buying back on around June 22nd when we had that big drop with Bitcoin down to 98. Altcoins were feeling a little bit of pain during that time. And the next time that was a good opportunity was back in March when altcoins were down 80%, right? And Bitcoin was all the way down at like 76,000. Right now, if you're buying crypto, Ethereum was almost back at all-time highs of 4,800, right? It's currently at that $4,000 threshold, which has been major resistance all of 2024. Ethereum has gotten rejected off that 4,000 mark more than 3 times. We do not want to be buying Ethereum and buying altcoins at this point in time after such big rallies, because you have a very good chance that if you're buying right now, the market is going to drop on you and you're going to have to forcefully dollar cost average your way down because you're going to be in the red. You want to avoid those, right? You only want to dollar cost average when you absolutely need to. And risk management purposes, it's just not a great time to buy when things are pumping, 30, 40, 50% just in this week. Just this week alone, Aero's up 43%. Lido up 24, Pendo up 40. Let's see, Chainlink up 23. Ethereum, where's Ethereum at? Ethereum's been pumping pretty hard here. Litecoin's up 16%. Just overall in the last month, if we look at the last month here, Pengu up 145, ENA up 125, Crow up 60, Algorand up 30, Aero up 50, Hex up 113, XLM 56%, Pendo 47, ADA 28, Chainlink 39, Ondo 23. Where the heck is Ethereum? Solana up 13. Where's ETH at, bro? ETH in the last month is up 45% in the last 30 days. Not the best time to be buying. But let's go take a look at some critical levels here for Bitcoin. Today, Bitcoin was a pretty easy trading asset. Very simple trades here. A lot of sideways chop here throughout the Asia and London trading session. During the New York session, when we bounced and we swept this London high, right? We tried to break out of this downtrend. We jumped all the way up to 117,268. We ended up sweeping this London high. I warned the Crypto Citadel. I took a short and I rode that bad boy down to our first TP here, which was the London low. It ended up dropping a little bit lower. TP2 was around this gold pocket, but we never got that low. So I'm okay with taking profits here. Made an easy $182 today on that trade. Another trade that we talked about in the Crypto Citadel was this XRP trade here as well. XRP right now, right? That up at $3.29. Perfect time to take some shorts on XRP. XRP was chopping sideways above this previous day and previous week high. We swept the London high as well, drove it all the way down to the daily average of $3.20. Carl, thank you for smashing that subscribe, baby. Let's get it. We dropped down to $3.20, the daily untapped average, which was perfectly estimated inside the Crypto Citadel today. You see here in the daily trade setups, XRP looking for a drop, right? From where we were at, looking for a drop down to this daily average before pushing back up. And exactly like that, it played out. Ethereum, Bitcoin, very similar thing as well. I was looking for a drop down to this gold pocket. We swept the Asia high, took to short, came down to TP1, closed out. We never got down to TP2, but that's okay. Ethereum definitely blew my mind. Ethereum, I was looking for a potential sweep as well of the previous week high or previous day high to potentially pull us back. But Ethereum did break out, had a major breakout here overall. Let's go take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum broke out above the previous day and previous week high, ran all the way up to $4,000, came back down, retested perfectly this previous day high and London high, along with the VWAP, had a very clear, strong bounce off of it, and since then has reclaimed the Q4 of 2021's point of control of $4,000. Now, why is this level hypercritical? Why am I celebrating this move above this old 2021 point of control? Let me tell you guys why. Because if we zoom out here to the daily, look at this, my friends. This could be the very big top for Ethereum right now, or just the beginning of a major blast off. Back in 2024, in December, we swept this area twice. We haven't closed any single daily candles above here, right? 2024, we got wicks twice in December, dropped, right? Got massively rejected. Back in May of 2024, we front ran it, came up as high as 39.74, dropped. Closed the daily above it on March of 2024. The next day, we had a red candle close right below it again. We had a wick on the third day, boom, instant drop. So this level has been massive resistance for the last year and a half, right? Massive resistance. We have not revisited this level since December of 2024. So it's been a nice long 8 months. And now we're finally back above it. The question is going to be, are we going to be able to close green candle above it? And can we sustain ourselves above it? We need to close more than one daily. We need to close multiple dailies above this level to potentially actually start to have a breakout and start running, because our next big target is the all-time high of 48.78 for Ethereum, baby. Let's get it rocking and rolling. Are we finally going to see Ethereum running for 48.78 and start making some new all-time highs? The Bitcoin dominance is helping us. Bitcoin dominance right now is on the low. Let's go take a look at the Bitcoin dominance here. Let's quickly jump down here. Bitcoin dominance is dropping like it's hot right now. We have came all the way up during the Sunday, August 3rd. We came up as high as 62.5% before dropping the Bitcoin dominance all the way back down now throughout this entire week, back at 60.50%, which is the previous week low. It is the previous week low. If I turn this on right here, that is our previous week low. We're dropping below the previous week low right now, which is fantastic. Our next targets to the downside for Bitcoin dominance are 59.10% and 58.45%. And if you're asking, Crusader, why does the Bitcoin dominance matter? What are you talking about here? The lower the Bitcoin dominance drops, the further your altcoins will pump. The altcoin season is made up of 3 simple ingredients. Bitcoin ranging at all-time highs, which it is doing. It is staying above the previous all-time high of 112, ranging between there and 123. Fantastico. Step number 2, Bitcoin. Well, actually, that was step number 2. Step number 1 was making an all-time high, which we did. We hit 123,000. Step number 2 was ranging above those levels, which is fantastico. And now step number 3 is having Bitcoin dominance dropping like it's hot. And that is what allows the altcoins to rally. And having this type of momentum so early in August already, is August going to be a massive pump city once again, like we saw in July? July was a major pump city. July, Ethereum closed up like 52% in the profit in the month of July. Are we going to see the massive breakout happening in August? Lots of things to cover here. Lots of things to be very aware of. I appreciate every single one of you guys in here. I appreciate all of you guys smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe. And let's get start jumping into some more altcoins, and I'm going to be looking at the chat here, making sure nobody, I'm missing anybody. Somebody's asking about entries for XLM. I do have some more announcements I'll be making later in the show. If you're not in the Crypto Citadel already, then you probably don't know what they are. If you are in the Crypto Citadel, then you know what those announcements are, and you probably are already taking advantage of that announcement. So let's start running through some charts here. Let's quickly jump onto the Bitcoin charts. Let's go take a look at some of the larger time frames to see where it is that we actually are at when it comes to larger time frames. So when it comes out to the larger time frames here, Bitcoin has made a massive recovery, which has been very, very well welcomed, because I did not want to see Bitcoin dropping down below 110, man. It's just like, I'm over it. I want Bitcoin to be at 150 plus. So critical levels for Bitcoin here, right, was coming after we closed the month of July. We started to drop below the previous value of the previous month value area low of 115,800. We started dropping. We came all the way down to the previous all-time high. This is something that I warned everybody in the Crypto Citadel about dropping down here, retesting this level, which is also the value area high of the previous quarter, right, of Q2, which is a great area to bounce off of. And we did exactly that, which was fantastic. Now we have reclaimed the previous month range. We're back above the month range, the previous month value area low of 115,785. We're currently sitting at 116,850. We do have a monthly NPOC up at 117,945. We do have some daily NPOCs of 118,556 and 19,477 before potentially breaking out of the July value area high of 122.2 and running for that all-time high of 123.259. Right, so very good right now for Bitcoin. I would not be getting bearish on Bitcoin unless we start dropping below 115,800. Right, we start dropping below 115,800. We start falling out of this monthly range once again. Then we could be coming back towards this previous all-time high, and we do have targets, lots of them, below 112. If we do lose 112, right, which I don't think we will, but if we did, if we somehow made a lower high here, thank you so much for the gifts. If we made a lower high here from these highs and we were to drop down, right, and start creating a downtrend, then below the previous all-time high of 112, we have targets between 111 all the way down to 103 with a big stack of them between 105 to 104. So yeah, definitely got some low targets for Bitcoin if we drop below 112, which was not going to be great for your altcoins. Let me tell you right here, right now. So appreciate all of you guys smashing those likes. Appreciate all of you guys hitting that subscribe. I will be covering XRP, XLM, and many others here. Thoughts on Aero, we'll be covering that as well. Crusader, the market is pumping. Is altcoin season here? Almost, man, almost. We just need a little bit more to go. So let's go cover Ethereum here on the larger scale of things, right? Larger scale for Ethereum. Very simple here. We are starting to try to break above this $4,000 area. If we can hold above this $4,000 area and actually close some dailies above this area, it would be fantastic to be able to actually run for the all-time high. You guys already know this. We've been rejected off this level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in the month of, 4 times, not 5. 4 times in the year of 2024. So it'd be great if we can actually start closing some dailies above that. If we don't close dailies above that and we start to get rejected, we do have targets to the downside between 38.31 all the way as low as 33.34 in the short term, and longer term targets to the downside between 3,000 to as low as 2,200. So those are some potential targets to the downside if we start falling back into the July range, as we are currently above that. Now, looking on over, let's go take a look at Aero. Some people want to see Aero, since Aero is up 50% this month, 24% today alone. Everybody wants to know, where is Aero gonna go? Aero has been a very easy one to follow here. Very, very easy. I warned you guys about Aerodrome being in this, uptrend since Q2, just slowly chopping it up and down, but climbing up higher, making higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. We started to fall out of the uptrend, came down to the 382 fib, right? I did say that we had quarterly average down at 68 cents, worst case scenario to bounce off of. We bounced off this 382 fib of 73 cents. And since then, we started to climb, and we got back into the uptrend. We have broken above the heart line. We are now finally starting to make a major move above $1, starting to potentially close above this dollar would be great. Very, very bullish, very strong for Aerodrome to close above $1.05. Closing above here, continuing in this uptrend. Our targets for Aerodrome to the upside, right? We are having another block of resistance between 135 to about 157, but our targets, our main targets for potentially taking a lot of profits before creating a moon bag, for me personally, are going to be between 162 to 168, which is a gold pocket. It is a monthly untapped average. And then above that, we have the all-time high of 237. So I will be creating a moon bag, letting the rest ride. We are getting a lot of bullish momentum, but I've been buying Aerodrome since, way before it was up at 50 cents for the very first time. So very long time been buying Aerodrome and been stacking a large bag. And I am ready to take some profits and create moon bags for this bad boy to just, take off. So Aerodrome doing very, very good here. We can come back, pull back down to 89 cents, continue this uptrend slowly but surely to the upside, but very strong momentum as of today right now. Let me jump into the chat, make sure I'm not missing anybody. Diamond says, Crypto Citadel, best investment for 2025, hands down. Appreciate that, brother. We did officially launch our trading course. We have officially launched our trading course today. Diamond, I don't know if you were probably sleeping when I made the announcement, so if you haven't seen it yet, the trading course is live. It's an hour long. It's 5 videos. I will be adding more content to it, but the core 5 videos to teach you my strategy, to teach you the basics of understanding this charting analysis that you see here on screen every single day and how to take trades and actually execute trades based off of it, has been officially launched. You guys can sign up to the Crypto Citadel and get access to this course. Go through all the videos, ask all the questions, start getting the trading signals, the live trading sessions, and every other benefit that the Crypto Citadel comes with. So now that the Crypto Citadel officially has a trading course, you guys can jump in, even if you know absolutely nothing, and it will walk you from zero to a hero and start getting you ready to rock and roll on some of these trades. Let's jump on over to, let me see, what else do we got? Let's go take a look at XLM. Somebody had mentioned that in the chat. XLM, where are you, buddy? Oops, here we go. All right, XLM. Let's quickly update this chart here. Let's get the month of July. All right, XLM has come up, tapped its naked point of control for the month of 46 cents. Once again, we dropped all the way down to 36, started to bounce off of that area, coming back into this area of a gold pocket, and obviously resistance between 48 to 51 cents. If XLM can break above 51 cents, its next big target is the November high of 63 cents. And then above that, we have the all-time high of 79 cents. Not a lot of targets between here and there above that. Now, that's just what XLM is doing. Obviously, if XLM starts to drop lower, our targets to the downside remain the same. Quarterly average around 33 cents. Gold pocket down around 28 cents to the downside. Those would be the targets that I would be looking for. But right now, we need to break that 51 to start running for 63 cents and higher for XLM. Let's jump back into the chat here. Bitcoin on base is 20 cents now. What do you think about it? There's only one Bitcoin, and that Bitcoin is at $116,000. I'm not going to buy any other Bitcoin on any other chain at a different price and say, well, if the original Bitcoin is at 100,000 and I buy this other Bitcoin that's at 20 cents, it's only a matter of time before it catches up and makes me a multi-billionaire. That's not going to happen. That's a bunch of fugazi. That's a fake Bitcoin. It's just a narrative. Don't fall for it. It's a trap. No other Bitcoin copycat has survived and made it. Bitcoin Cash is not relevant. Bitcoin Gold is not relevant. Bitcoin SV is not relevant. Bitcoin something else. There's been a bunch of them. There's been a bunch of Bitcoin whatevers, and none of them have survived. None of them have survived. So trust me, I've been here since 2018. I've seen them all come and I've seen them all go. And the only one that stays is the original Bitcoin. Let's see here. Let's keep going through the chat. Let's talk Dogecoin. Let's go take a look at Dogecoin. Somebody wants to talk about Doge. Let's go take a look at Doge. Dogecoin here. Let's see here. Dogecoin has reclaimed, bounced off the value area low of its previous month range, right, leaning up to the lower, to the upper band of this downtrend, bouncing back up, hitting our monthly untapped average of 21 cents. We're currently sitting at 23 cents. Our next target is 24 cents, which is the monthly NPLC target for the month of July. Once we can get above that, our next big area to get above is 26 to 27 cents, give or take. Get above that area, we start running for our main cluster of targets. Our main cluster of targets for Ethereum, for Doge, is between 32 cents to 36 cents. We have gold pocket, monthly NPLC, monthly untapped average, weekly NPLC, all stacked up between 32 to 36 cents. Lots of targets right there. I will be taking a decent amount of profit on my Dogecoin at that point in time. And then we have some historical targets, right, from back in 2021, a monthly NPLC of 52 cents with a range value area high up as high as 62 cents and the all-time high being 73. Now, I don't believe we're going to go that high, but I will be taking some nice profits around the 36 cent area if we reach it once again. Appreciate all of you guys in here. Appreciate all of you guys smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe. Thank you so much. Thank you. Do you think XLM and XRP will dump soon due to Ethereum recent pump? So Ethereum pumping will not lead to other altcoins dumping. All the altcoins are pumping right now because Bitcoin dominance is dropping, right? Bitcoin's dominance is dropping, as you guys can see right here behind my head. It's at 60.53%, sitting at 60.53%. Dropping lower and lower than what it was in the last 2 weeks. Our next targets are around 59 to 58%. The lower Bitcoin's dominance drops and Bitcoin continues to range at these highs or higher, altcoins are going to continue rallying. Just because Ethereum has pumped doesn't mean that XLM and XRP now can't pump. Yes, some altcoins will pump more than others at certain times, but nonetheless, all of them start pumping at one point or another as you start experiencing an altcoin season with the Bitcoin dominance dropping and the Bitcoin remaining at all-time highs and ranging. Altcoins will continue to rally. So no, there's no reason to think that XLM or XRP will dump just because Ethereum is pumping. Yes, XRP could have a pullback like we had today, right? We had a little bit of a pullback today from all the way up of $3.36 all the way down to $3.20, which was a short opportunity, which we took from in the Crypto Citadel, right? There was a trade that we posted in the Crypto Citadel, and we took it. Now, if you want to learn how to identify these trades, how to get involved and start to be able to identify these sweeps, identify these opportunities to short and long and make money along the way, trading instead of just waiting for your spot bags to pump, then the Crypto Citadel is where you want to be at, especially with the fact that we just launched our trading course today on top of the live trading signals, the live trading sessions that we do, the daily trade setups, and everything else that we do in there every single day, right? So if you guys want to be part of that, join the Crypto Citadel. Now is the time. You can get 50% off your first month with the code Citadel. But that is going to be running out here at the month of August. At the end of August, there will be no more 50% discounts. No more 50% discounts, my friend. So take advantage of it now. How come Aero is pumping? I just explained it. Altcoins in general are pumping as Bitcoin dominance is dropping and Bitcoin's price is ranging at all-time highs, ranging around the highs, and Ethereum is now pumping. Ethereum, obviously, Base is its main whole thing. It's a layer 2 for Ethereum. The Base network is getting a lot of attention with everything that Coinbase is doing and all the money that is flowing into crypto, along with Ethereum pumping. As Ethereum pumps, Aerodrome is going to benefit and pump as well. So yeah, and we already covered the targets for Aerodrome. Not gonna go back to that right now. Got you like 12,000 likes and counting. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. I appreciate that out of the 100 people watching that you are smashing those likes, bro. You are smashing those likes. If everyone else joined in and smashed those likes with you, we would be a lot higher, and I would greatly appreciate it. King Kong wants to know how much. It's $3.30 a day to be in the Crypto Citadel, guys. $3.30 a day to be in the Crypto Citadel. If you can't afford that, then crypto's not for you. Trading is not for you. Sorry to say. Just got to be honest. Did you say 32 cents or 36 cents for Doge? Yes, those are the next main targets for Dogecoin. A lot of targets clustered up in that area. Will be a very strong area to potentially take some profits for Dogecoin. Zilton wants to know about Chainlink. Let's go take a look at good old Chainlink. All right. Critical targets for Chainlink here are very, very simple, guys. Chainlink came all the way down to the value area low of its previous month, came down as low as $15.59. I thought we were going to hit this gold pocket, but we didn't. We front ran it. That's fine. We bouncing back up, hit all of our targets for the month of July. Now we're back in this red zone between the yearly pivot and the quarterly pivot of $19 to $20. If we can break above this area, we do have a target for Chainlink up at $23.65, which is a gold pocket. Above $23.65, we have a target at $29. Then we have another target at $34. And beyond that, we have a target at $47 and $52 for Chainlink to the upside. Those are the critical targets to the upside for Chainlink. Hopefully we can get to that $50 plus. I'd be happy just with $30, man. Chainlink is extremely undervalued, literally connected to everything, working with the White House and so much more. And then still, Chainlink is just sitting at $20. You know, it's just one of those things that baffles you. AVAX is very similar to that too. They're doing a ton of stuff and they just don't seem to pump. I haven't seen you in a while. I wonder if he stopped doing lives. Jim, no, man, this just happens to be my new account. I had another account where I'm sure you saw me all the time. And then that account got taken down. It had over 70,000 followers, got taken down, and I had to make this new account. And now this is probably why you're finding me again for the first time. But I've been still going live every single day. You just haven't seen me because I'm in a new account now. My other account got taken down. So good to see you, Jim. Good to see you here, brother. SEI price predictions. Let's go take a look at SEI. SEI. Appreciate the hearts. Appreciate everybody dropping the gifts and dropping those support. Thank you so much. SEI has started to reclaim the July value area low. Our next target here is the naked point of control for July at 34 cents. Above that, we need to break 36 cents and actually hold above 36 cents. Once we can do that, SEI has targets between 48 to 52 cents to the upside, and then an untapped yearly average up at 58 cents for SEI. Let's see here. Let me go jump into the chat. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. Appreciate everybody jumping in here. XRP. Let's go take a cover XRP real quick. So yeah, XRP overall has had a very massive aggressive pump from yesterday, down around $2.94 all the way up to $3.37. The court case is officially over. Yeah, why is XRP still not at $100? Nobody knows, but I'm sure there's one of the great mysteries of life. Nonetheless, XRP is chilling right now at $3.28. My next big macro target to the upside for XRP is $3.66. That's our next big target there. Above $3.66 is gonna be the where is it? The $4.16. I don't think I have it marked on this chart. I have it marked on a different one. $4.16 is my next main target above 366 right now. Meanwhile, we stay above 320. 366 is our target to the upside. If we start to lose 320, we do have targets to the downside between 313 to 303 to back as low as 294. So, and we do have target down at 287 as well that are untapped. But, you know, I don't think we're going to be dropping down there anytime just soon. Project Never Sleeps says, Aerodrome, baby, let's go. I hope Pengu goes crazy. Pengu has been doing very, very well. Let's go take a look at Pengu real quick. Good old Pengu, man. All right, so Pengu has had a very aggressive month for the of July, right? Very aggressive, pumped from literally 0.014 all the way up to almost 5 cents, right? 4.5 cents, give or take. We came all the way down to the 382 fib and our monthly untapped average of 0.031 for Pengu. We're now currently jumping back outside of the value area high, back above it, which is bullish. Our next target to the upside is once again the January high of 0.046. Once we start getting above that, I believe we'll go to price discovery. As the technical all-time high is 7 cents from the launch date, but that could be a little iffy back on December 17th. But around 7 cents would be the next big target for Pengu if we continue to pump to the upside like the way we have been. Now, if Pengu does drop below 0.031, our targets to the downside are 2.5 cents and 0.021. We have a weekly untapped average at 2.5 cents, a gold pocket down at 0.021, and we have some monthly MPOCs down here at around 1.5 cents and lower. Now, I don't expect a major drop like that to happen for Pengu. That is over 50% drop. I don't expect that to happen unless there is a major pullback for Bitcoin and the crypto market in general. Bitcoin is dumping below 112 and everything is just starting to crash and burn. Appreciate all of you guys jumping in here. Appreciate all of you guys continuing to smash those likes. Somebody wants to know about VeChain. Let's go take a look at VeChain. Good old VeChain. Let's see here. The critical levels for VeChain here are very simple. VeChain has been in this sideways, slightly downward trend for all of Q2, right? We are above the heart line of this Q2 downtrend. We are above the quarterly average of basically 0.024 cents. Our next big target to the upside is this 382, which is 2.5 cents. We need to get back above 0.27. And realistically, we need to make a higher high here and start to get above the November point of control of 0.032 and break through this resistance at 3.5 cents. Once we can get above 3.5 cents, VeChain is going to be showing some very strong bullish momentum, some very strong strength, finally breaking out of this downtrend of making lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. If we can hold above 3.5 cents, our next target is 4 cents. Above that is 0.048. And above that, we have 5 to 5.5 cents for VeChain before potentially going much higher, but we'll cover those targets as we get closer to the upside. Appreciate everybody in here. Tap, tap, tap. Everyone's so cute. The kids in the background. Just doing the best with the little baby crusaders running around, guys. Doing the best we can. What's all the confluences you use for trading? Man, I use a lot of different things. So we used, obviously, let me jump over here to where's my 15-minute chart? We use regression trends. We use regression trends, fibs. We use horizontals. We use naked points of controls, volume profiles, trading session NPOCs, trading sessions highs, lows. Lot support and resistance around those areas of the highs and the lows, the weekly opens, the previous days here and there, the VWAP, things like that. So a lot of different things here in general that we use in our charts for these trading sessions and how we take our trades. It's all broken down in the Crypto Citadel trading course. And you guys can I'll probably give you a little sneak peek here, probably be able to see it. Yeah, we get an introduction into VWAP, volume profiles, regression trends, how to open and close trades on a trading exchange. A lot of people don't know that. How to move your leverage around, how to set your stop losses and your take profits, and how to manage your stop losses, putting them up into profit and break even, yada, yada. And then a full trade setup walkthrough of how I set up my entire charts, how I put all these indicators that I use together. And by the way, all these indicators are free. The only indicator that's not free is my exclusive previous week and previous date support and resistance indicator that I created myself, that everyone in the Crypto Citadel gets access to once they sign up. So yeah, pretty much a breakthrough and walk through all those indicators, how I put them all together and how I use them for confluence to take actionable trades. And as you guys already know, that if you guys have been watching, if you guys have been paying attention to the Crypto Citadel, right, we have been doing nothing but printing over here. We closed out the month of July in up $68.92, $6,892 in profit. I only trade with $2,500, guys. I only trade with $2,500. The majority of my trades are between $2,000 to $2,300 as the initial capital plus the 21x on Bitcoin. The majority of my trades are on Bitcoin, and then the other percentage are usually on Ethereum. Some of them on XRP. But I don't trade too many assets. They're mainly all Bitcoin, as you guys can see. So we closed the month of July up $6,800. We closed out the month of June up $3,800. So all the way up here is pretty far up. We do take quite a bit amount of trades sometimes. Every single day, usually Monday through Friday, we take some decent amount of trades. Let's see here. Where is, month of June, we closed out $38.52 in profit. And guess what, guys? The Crypto Citadel is only $99 a month. It's only $99 a month, and we're printing $3,800 to $6,800 a month in the Crypto Citadel. So if you don't have enough to make, if you don't have enough to sign up for that, it's not for you. Are you able to message or email me later on how to join the Crypto Citadel separate from the live? Yeah, Steve, just send me a DM. Just send me a DM. And I'll see it, and I'll walk you through it and help you do that. Just send me a DM, Steve. Hey, am I asking you a question? Go ahead, Green, and ask away. Litecoin and Filecoin and ICP, we'll hit those here in just a second. I'm going to be waiting for the question from Green World. Make sure I'm going to jump into the chat here. Make sure I'm not missing anybody else. Okay, let's go take a look at Litecoin in the meantime before by the time Green World drops their question. Let's go take a look at Litecoin. Good old Litecoin here. So the critical targets here, Litecoin has officially broken out of its July range. Above that, leading to the Q1 point of control, naked point of control of 127. Once again, once we can break above that, our next big target is 146 and then 164 for Litecoin. Once Litecoin, if Litecoin drops below 120, the targets to the downside are between $100 to $98. Hopefully, we can find some support here around the 109. But worst case scenario will be around $100 to $98 for Litecoin. Those are the critical targets for Litecoin here. I appreciate everybody smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe, and joining the Crypto Citadel. If you haven't already, definitely do so. It's only $99 a month. We've printed over 6,800 just in the last month alone, and 3,800 in the month of June. And we just launched our trading course today in the Crypto Citadel, so you guys can go take advantage of that as well. Appreciate every single one of you guys in here. I'm going to be signing off and going to go have dinner and enjoy some time with the family. Enjoy your weekends. Be safe out there, and let's go see how far Ethereum can finally pump throughout this weekend. Guys, like always, I'm Blockchain Crusader, crusading through these blockchains. Until next time, I'll see you in the Crypto Citadel. See ya.